Hello fellow people who read books. My name is Cam. Welcome to another video. This one's for all the people who want to sound smart, like me. Haha. Today I'm going to tell you a whole bunch of bookish fun facts or trivia that you can use to wow your friends. Number 6 will surprise you. Welcome to BuzzFeed. They actually are pretty interesting. There's a bunch of facts I'm going to tell you today that you genuinely can bring up in conversation if you want to sound like you know a lot about books. Okay, fun fact 1, here is my intro. Bookish fun facts. So I in no way found these myself. I mean, well, technically I did because I did a Google search, but I compiled them from a bunch of different websites, so I'm obviously gonna link some sources below. Although I'm 100% certain that they just took them from another one who took it from another one, and they're just shared facts at this point, let's just be honest. Fun fact 1 is the longest book in existence, and that is called In Search of Lost Time by Marcel Proust, which was published in 1908. Just a few years before I was born, actually. So In Search of Lost Time basically goes through the life story of the guy who wrote it, Marcel Proust, and it's in 13 volumes, right? And this is for one novel, keep in mind, so it's in 13 volumes, and it clocks up to nearly 1.3 million words. To put it in perspective, that's basically if you were to pile up all of the Harry Potter books and then put the first 3 books on top of those again. That's it. That's one novel about this guy's life story. I'll tell you what, he had some real fucking confidence in how interested people would be in his life story. 1.3 million words. I can sum up my life story in 3 words. Total shit show. So next up is the world's most expensive book, and this one's pretty interesting. It was Leonardo da Vinci's journal, which he wrote down all of his scientific hoo-ha in, and it was bought by Bill Gates, the guy who invented Xbox. So it's called the Codex Leicester, and Bill bought it for $30.8 million at an auction. And in true Bill Gates style, he scanned the pages and turned them into screensavers. Because why the fuck not? I mean, that guy's shitting money, so $30 million? Nah. The first book ever written on a typewriter was The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain in 1876. Agatha Christie is the highest-selling author of all time, believed to have sold even more than Shakespeare with about 4 billion sales. Although no one really mentions it, but I think it can be attributed to the fact that she's written over 70 books. There's probably some way of leveling out the amount of books versus the sales against other authors who have written a hell of a lot less. But I'm not good enough at math to do that, so. The longest sentence ever printed was in Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, and it was about 820 words, I think. So yeah, clearly Victor's never heard of a fucking run-on sentence before. The 3 most read books are the Holy Bible, quotations from Mao Zedong, and Harry Potter. Yeah, almost as much people have read about He Who Must Not Be Named as Jesus Christ himself. Hallelujah. Allegedly 70% of all books that are bought by women, and most readers will decide by page 18 of any book whether they're interested in reading the rest or not. So there's one for the writers out there. Make sure the first 18 pages are brilliant, and the rest, do what you can. Regular reading has an absolute shit ton of health benefits, most importantly being improved memory and reduced risk of Alzheimer's. The act of sniffing books is called bibliosmia, which I wish I'd known before I did that Strange Addictions book sniffing video. The word mogigraphia means writer's cramp. Writer's cramp. The word calligraphia means writer's block. Writer's block, more like writer's cough. And last but not least, reading can reduce up to 68% of stress. Is that not a really, really specific percentage of stress? How are they measuring stress as a percentage? Last I checked, I'm not a fucking sim. I don't have a little bar that measures how stressed I am. Usually it just depends on how red my ears are. They're looking okay today, so I mustn't be very stressed. But that's just because I haven't checked my bank account yet. Am I right? So there you go, fellow people who can read words on paper. You're smarter now. Work these fun facts into any and all conversations. I'm sure everyone will love it. No one is ever going to get annoyed. Tell them bookish facts. In fact, do it as condescendingly as you can, just to really drive it home that you're smarter than them. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Catch ya.